Ever wondered how your data is kept secure during transmission over the internet? In the digital age, data security has become paramount. Whether it's a simple email, a financial transaction, or a confidential business document, we all rely on the magic of encryption to keep our data safe from prying eyes. Encryption, in essence, is the process of converting information or data into a code to prevent unauthorized access. Picture it like packing your luggage and locking it before a journey. The lock and key prevent unauthorized access, safeguarding your belongings. In the digital world, these locks and keys transform into complex algorithms and cryptographic keys. The two primary types of encryption are symmetric and asymmetric encryption, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Just like different locks are suitable for different situations, these encryption methods serve diverse purposes. From encrypting a simple file to securely exchanging secret keys, encryption is the invisible guardian of our digital lives. Let's dive deep into the world of encryption. Imagine a lock and a key. In the world of encryption, this concept is known as symmetric encryption. Now let's dive a little deeper into what we mean by symmetric encryption. Picture a box. You have something valuable, say a secret message, that you want to keep safe. You place it inside this box and lock it. This process is what we call encryption. Now, the key you've used to lock this box can also unlock it. This is the essence of symmetric encryption. The use of the same key for both locking or encrypting and unlocking or decrypting your secret message. What makes symmetric encryption appealing is its speed. It's like having a single key that can lock and unlock your front door quickly. But speed comes at a cost. Because the same key is used for both encryption and decryption, it's a bit more vulnerable. If someone gets a hold of your key, they can unlock your secret message. There are several types of symmetric encryption algorithms out there. Some of the more commonly known ones include Data Encryption Standard, or DS, DDS, Advanced Encryption Standard, also known as AES, and Rivest Cipher 4, or more commonly RC4. Each of these algorithms have their strengths and weaknesses and are chosen based on the specific needs of a situation. You might be wondering, where is symmetric encryption typically used? Well, it's often used when we want to encrypt a file. Say you have a document containing sensitive information. You can use symmetric encryption to lock or encrypt this document. Only someone with the same key can then unlock or decrypt this document to read the information. So, symmetric encryption is like a lock and key, simple yet not the most secure. So, what can be more secure? Well, stay tuned to find out as we unveil the world of asymmetric encryption. Now picture two keys, one to lock and a different one to unlock. This is the principle of asymmetric encryption. Asymmetric encryption is a fascinating concept, a dance of two keys working in tandem but with different roles. Picture this, you have two keys. One key, the public key, is freely available for anyone to use and encrypt information. But once the information is encrypted using this key, it can only be decrypted using a different key, the private key, which is kept securely hidden away. It's a bit like a mailbox where anyone can drop a letter in, but only the owner has the key to open it and read the letters. This system of using different keys for encryption and decryption makes asymmetric encryption incredibly secure. It's like having a double lock system, making it far more difficult for intruders to break in and access your data. However, this added security comes with a trade-off. Asymmetric encryption requires a lot more computation power, making the encryption process slower. It's a bit like a heavily fortified castle. It's much more secure, but it takes longer to get in and out. Now let's talk about some examples of asymmetric encryption. Two of the most commonly used methods are Diffie-Hellman and RSA. The Diffie-Hellman method allows two parties to generate a shared secret key over an unsecured communication channel. RSA, on the other hand, is widely used for secure data transmission, and it's based on the fact that there is no efficient way to factorize very large prime numbers. As for its uses, asymmetric encryption is often used for securely exchanging secret keys. It's like a secret handshake in the world of data security. It's a way to ensure that only the intended recipient can decrypt the message, making it a crucial tool in maintaining data security. Asymmetric encryption, therefore, offers a more secure but slower way to protect your data. So when it comes to choosing between speed and security in encryption, asymmetric encryption definitely leans towards the security side. And in a world where data is more valuable than gold, That's a trade-off many are willing to make. Now that we know the basics, it's time to put symmetric and asymmetric encryption face to face. These two methods of encryption, while serving the same primary function of securing data, do so in quite different ways and come with their own sets of advantages and disadvantages. Starting with the encryption and decryption process, symmetric encryption uses the same key for both encrypting and decrypting data. This makes it simpler to use but also more vulnerable if the key is compromised. On the other hand, asymmetric encryption uses two different keys, one for encryption and another for decryption. This makes it more secure but also more complex and slower due to the high computational power needed. Speaking of speed, symmetric encryption is generally faster, making it ideal for encrypting large amounts of data. Asymmetric encryption, while slower due to its complex computations, is often used where speed is less of a concern but high security is paramount. In terms of security level, symmetric encryption is considered less secure since the same key is used for both processes. If this key falls into the wrong hands, your data is at risk. Asymmetric encryption, with its two separate keys, offers more security. Even if one key is compromised, the data remains secure as long as the other key is safe. Now, let's look at some examples. Symmetric encryption methods include Data Encryption Standard, DES, Triple DES, 3DES, Advanced Encryption Standard, AES, and Reverse Cipher 4, RC4. Asymmetric encryption methods, on the other hand, include Diffie-Hellman and Rives-Shamir-Adleman, RSA. Lastly, let's consider use cases. Symmetric encryption is often used for encrypting a file or a large amount of data, while asymmetric encryption is often used for securely exchanging secret keys. Whether it's symmetric or asymmetric encryption, each offers a unique way to keep your data secure. Remember, knowledge is the first step to cybersecurity.